I'm gonna switch sides. Hey, my name is Keisha Murphy, and I'm the social worker here today. What's your name?
Javius Ellis.
Nice to meet you, Javis. How's your drive over here?
Pretty hectic besides the rain and stuff that was going on.
Yeah, I'm ready for the rain to stop too. It's just been killing my mood.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to go over the confidentiality. This is my first time meeting you. So anything we discuss today is going to be between us unless you talk about harming yourself or someone else. We won't share any of this information that was talked about between us with anybody else on campus, any professors, anything like that.
Okay, that's good. So as long as it's between us two, I won't talk about harming anyone else.
Okay. What brings you in today?
Well, having, I guess being a black male, coming to like a big city. Where I'm from, I'm a really small town, and financial things going on with my family. I feel as though I'm putting a lot of my finances into helping back home with my mother.
Okay.
It seems like it's a lot at times. Like with school, I'm having to pay for that. I'm working, then trying to help with back home.
Okay, so you have multiple jobs. Where do you work now?
Yeah, right now I'm at the Bryan YMCA, and the thing that helped me coming into the school was I actually got a nursing scholarship that paid for a lot of it. It cleared a lot of it, so I really didn't have to pay that much. But it's now looking at how much I will be putting into it. It's like either more hours at the YMCA or trying to find new careers, but not really sure where I could go to find careers at.
Okay, so you already have school, and then you're working, and then you're trying to make sure home is taken care of, and on top of taking care of yourself. Okay, so what else are you doing? Are you doing anything else on campus to help you financially?
That's the thing. Like being new here, I think with questioning and asking about finances is just kind of tough to me. Like I don't really want to go out and ask about it, especially I don't know. Yeah, I guess sometimes I feel like if I ask somebody for help with money, they'll more likely to say no, and then it's like, what I'll do then.
Right. So you'd rather just not know than know.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to work, I guess, or maybe finding a different job or something.
Okay. What do you do to manage the stress of school and working?
Well, working out, that's something big for me. I actually worked out today before I came in here because it was just, I don't know, I paid my rent ahead of time, which is, I feel like was a good thing, but then looking at my bank account and it was like, well, no need in checking that again for the rest of the day, and then just felt like working out would just calm me, and it really did.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay. So you're working out. Anything else you do to manage your stress?
Usually talking to the girl I talk to now is she's very helpful with that. She's very uplifting.
Mm-hmm.
She helped me, and then talking to my mom, even though that's where sometimes I try to help with money. Just talking to her, like she lets me know like everything is fine, that everything will be fine, and that just makes me feel better at times, just knowing that she's saying that.
Okay, so that means you do have some support in your life. So this girl you're talking to, did she go to UNCG as well?
Yes, she's a junior in college, and she's actually a part of this organization, Girl Talk, and so they're kind of uplifting and empower each other, so she can take that, and that kind of helps me, like whenever I feel like talking to someone about it, like she'll talk to me.
That's good. So you do have some support. That's always good. A lot of people don't, so the fact that you do, that's really good to know. What else are you involved in other ways on campus where your time or dedicating time to anything else right now?
Yeah, I actually play club basketball, and I do travel league and rec league at different rec centers like the Trotter Park and Glenwood Center. I actually play travel ball with them, and so, but I feel like that's my priorities. Like, I think if I put more time away from that and putting more time into working or finding a second job, then yeah.
But it's good to have an outlet though.
Right.
You don't want to get so consumed in your finances where you're can't feel like you can't do anything for yourself. So I don't think you should take away basketball if that's something that you enjoy and that's something that brings you joy. I don't think you should cut that out. Okay. So what kind of financial assistance would be good for you? So maybe we can think about some resources on campus.
Maybe I want to look into not having to deal with loans at all. Like, I don't want to deal with a loan. Maybe a grant, a scholarship, or even working here on campus. I just know it's hard because I tried. Well, I was going to try for it, but then with the whole process that they were doing, it just made me feel like, oh, never mind, no need in doing that.
What job was that?
The build-up crew or something like that.
It's
a build-up crew, something where they basically work in the UC, within the UC, and I feel like that's convenient, a little more convenient than the Y. The Y hours varies now, but I know during the holidays, I'm supposed to be getting more hours.
Okay. So do you need financial help for school, or do you need financial help for personal things, or where is the financial help needed?
I definitely say school, especially since I'm trying to go to grad school afterwards. I would want it to be more so towards school. I feel like I can manage personal. I don't care. I'm not really big on buying new clothes, new shoes every year, and so I'm not really big into that. But school is definitely something that I feel like I put more of my money into than anything.
Okay, so what we can look at, we can go talk to financial aid office. There are some good people in there. They can help you find grants and scholarships pertaining to your major. What's your major?
Social work.
Okay, yes, and we can talk about to the department heads and things like that. But I know in the financial aid office there is a person who works in there, and they manage all the scholarship money and things like that. They go through the UNCG system, and they disperse the scholarships to people who need it, and that just needs-based grants and things like that. And then you can also, like when you apply for financial aid, you can check work study and stuff like that, and be eligible to be considered for work study jobs because they're a lot on campus. So we can start there. I know a person. I'll make sure at the end of this, I'll give you her information. Her name is Deborah Slade in the financial aid office, and she can help you with that type of thing. And if you get in a bind, and I know you said you're wanting to do grad school, that she can, if you got financial aid or some kind of support coming in, there's a form that they can provide here in which they waive the cost of applying to grad school. So we can look into looking at that for you. So we'll set up an appointment with her at the end of our consultation. And then we also have a career services center. We have a person named Jonathan Adams, and he works with social work students in particular. And the social work student can go to him and do resumes and things like that, and can also tell you how to apply to graduate schools and for assistantships and fellowships where they're paying you. You work while you're in grad school and you don't have as much tuition to pay. So we can look at those two people and set up appointments with them, and you can go in and they can help you with that process to eliminate some of those financial things that go along with school. How do you feel about that?
I think that's great. Definitely great. Just a question. You think it would be better if I went to maybe a cheaper school? I know I need to go to an accredited school, but maybe looking at something cheaper or trying to go for the school that I want to go to, but may have to pay more.
So that's totally up to you. I feel like if you can find the resources, and depending on what you want to do, if you feel like you want to get a licensure, I feel like you should go ahead and invest and do the accredited school. Or even if you have to take time off, if that's the thing, to save for a year. But I know it's hard to get back into the swing of school once you get out, so I feel like you should really figure out ways to apply early to universities and things like that, where you get put in a pool for assistantships and scholarships and need-based grants and things like that.
Okay.
But yeah.
So where's the Career Service Center located?
So the Career Services Center is located in our student union, the EUC, University Center on campus. If you go down the stairs, the subway and stuff is downstairs. You know where that is?
Oh yeah.
Yes. So it's gonna be right there in that same corner, and you can do walk-ins. They do walk-ins, but if you want to meet with Jonathan, you need to make an appointment with him, and the reception at the front can set that up for you, and you'll be fine.
Okay. So when I walk in, would I set up the appointment, or would I have to email and then go in?
No, you can just walk in and say, "Hey, I want to meet with Jonathan Adams." They're gonna be like, "What do you want to meet with him about?" So he can prep for your time, and you can be like, "Hey, I want to talk to him about grad school, funding, and things like that." And then I want to have help with, personal, whatever you need help with. And then they'll set that up for you, and they'll send you an email saying, "Hey, Jonathan is available on Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:30. Does this work for you?" You confirm it, and it goes on his calendar, and you just show up that Friday. Yeah, just like that.
It definitely helps. Like, alleviates a lot of tension off my shoulders. With school, I feel like it's a lot, especially now once time is starting to wind down, with this being my senior year.
Okay.
It's just like, I know that's a lot, like, not only the school work, but paying for the schooling and doing next. Like you said, I even consider taking off for a year, but I know that's like 10% of what I would want to do. Like, the 90% of me is just like, no, I want to go, I want to get my master's in social work and my licensure.
Well, it seems you're very ambitious, and that's really good. That's going to help you through this process. The fact that you came in today shows you taking the initiative and you're really seeking out help. So, like I said, we can set up those appointments. Now you know about the Career Services Center. We also have a Student Help Center, and they have people in there that can help you just talk about day-to-day stuff, because it seems like you do have a lot going on. So I could tell you about that place. It's straight down, if you know where the cafeteria is on campus. You go straight down Gray Drive, and it's in the regular Student Health Center. And they have people that you can talk to as well. Like, if you can't meet with me, or you feel like you want to meet with someone else, they have all kinds of counselors over there that can talk to you about that. And they have some information about who to talk to on campus about financial support and things like that.
Yeah. And I wouldn't have to make an appointment with them. That would be just to go in and talk to them.
Right. And then if you found a steady one that you felt comfortable with, you could then make an appointment where it's like every Wednesday, 10 to 11, you will meet with her or him.
Is there, so I want to do an application for grad school. Do they have any waivers or anything just to alleviate the paying for the application? I know sometimes taking a test, do you pay for the test?
The GRE? Yes, they just posted the new updated price. It's $189. But there is a form you can get from the financial aid office, and that would help you. It'll cover 50% of the test, essentially. So you just go over there, they run you through the system, and if you have below a certain number of family contributions, so if you're paying that for yourself, more than likely you'll be eligible for that certificate. But you just go over there and they'll let you know, and they'll give it to you, and you just have to mail in that form and a money order, and it takes 3 to 4 weeks for them to confirm it, send it back, you register, and you're good to go. And even if you had issues with the other half, you could apply for help through, so you can do emergency loan. So there's an emergency loan you can do through financial aid up to $300. So if you needed to register for your test and you want to go ahead and do the form, you can go ahead and do that, and then you get 30 days to pay it back, or they can charge it to your student account, and it'll come out of your financial aid for the next semester. So if you just need that right now, Miss Deborah Slade can set that up for you, and when we make that appointment, I'll put that on your note card that that's something you need as well, and she can help you with that process too.
Okay. So with the test paying the 180, well, half of it, would it be every time I take the test I would have to pay it again? I would have to continue to get the waiver?